Well, if I can have your attention, it's 7 o'clock and we will start the 2024 annual meeting for the Plymouth School District, which is our Plymouth Elementary School. My name is Quentin Blaine. I'm the moderator of the district. And we'll start the meeting with a Pledge of Allegiance. There's a flag right to the right of the front table. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does everybody have a copy of the warrant or had a chance to look at the warrant? We'll be going through this tonight. The purpose of the meeting is to look at each one of the articles. There are a total of 6 articles, and to vote on them. It's a little bit unlike if anyone was here for the, not here, but at the high school for the SB2 meeting for the high school. We only adjust the articles if we do anything, but here we vote them up or down. Only a couple of rules. Please use the microphone. It's right in the center of the aisle there for any time you want to talk to the meeting. And each time you approach the mic, please state your name so we can get that down. Are there any people who are not residents of Plymouth here taking part in the meeting? Okay, so everybody's a Plymouth resident, so everybody's entitled to vote. We will start with Article 1. To see what action the school district will take relative to the reports of agents, auditors, committees, and officers. Is there a motion?
I move to accept the Article 1 as written.
Is there a second? I just heard the word second, so we'll go with that. Is there any discussion about Article 1 or any questions? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor of Article 1, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Article 1 passes. Article 2, to see if the school district will vote to establish a contingency fund for the current year for unanticipated expenses that may arise, and further to raise and appropriate $1,000 to put into the fund. This sum to come from general taxation. Any appropriation left in the fund at the end of the year will lapse to the general fund. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
I move the article as written.
Is there a second? Article 2 has been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or are there any questions? Seeing none, we'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor of Article 2, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Article 2 passes. Article 3, to see if the school district will vote to approve the cost items included in the collective bargaining agreement reached between the school board and the Plymouth Elementary Support Staff Association, which calls for the following increases in salaries and benefits at the current staffing level. Fiscal year 2024-2025, expect estimated increase $94,020. Fiscal year 2025-2026, estimated increase $51,427. Fiscal year 2026-2027, estimated increase $51,424. And further, to raise and appropriate $94,000 for the current $94,020 for the current fiscal year, such sum representing the additional costs attributable to the increase in salaries and benefits required by the new agreement over those that would be paid at current staffing levels. The school board recommends the article. Is there a motion?
I move to accept the article as written.
Article 3 is moved. Is there a second? It's moved and seconded. Is there any discussion regarding Article 3 or any questions? We'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor of Article 3 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? No. Article 3 passes. Article 4, to see if the school district will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $104,000 for building maintenance project and authorize the withdrawal of $104,000 from the Building Maintenance Capital Reserve Fund created for that purpose. No amount is to come from general taxation. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
I move to accept this article as written.
Is there a second? Second. So Article 4 has been moved and seconded. We are open for discussion. It is on the floor. We're open for discussion or questions. Seeing none, we'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor of Article 4, please signify by saying aye. 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 Opposed? No. Article 4 passes. Article 5, to see if the school district will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of up to $50,000 to be added to the Building Maintenance Capital Reserve Fund previously established. This sum to come from the June 30 fund balance available for transfer on July 1. No amount to be raised from taxation. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
I make the motion as written.
Article 5 is moved. Is there a second? Article 5 is moved and seconded. It's now on the floor. Are there any questions or is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor of Article 5 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? No. Article 5 passes. Which brings us to Article 6. To see if the district will vote to raise and appropriate the amount of $10,621,110 for the support of schools, for the payment of salaries for the school district officials and agents, and for the payment of the statutory obligations of the district. This article does not include appropriations contained in special or individual articles addressed separately. The school board recommends this appropriation. Is there a motion?
I move to accept Article 6 as written.
Is there a second? Article 6 has been moved and seconded. Is there discussion or any questions?
Jenny Tebow. Wow, okay, sorry.
Your mic is really
This
on.
one is really good. Okay, Jenny Tebow, I just would like to say before anyone has any other questions, how happy and impressed I am with all the work that the school and the SAU and the school board has done to work hard to keep this budget as reasonable as we possibly can. So thank you very much.
Beside this amount of, this is Mike Weaver, Plymouth. What is the total amount for the operating budget?
I assume you're asking specifically the operating budget for this warrant article exclusively, which is $10,621,110.
Are there any further questions? Seeing none, we will vote on Article 6. All those in favor of Article 6, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? No. Article 6 passes. Before we close the meeting, I'd like to recognize the chair, Amy Lee, for her statement.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say that this is Frank Valenti's last school board meeting, last district meeting. He's been on the school board for 9 years, and I just wanted to say thank you for all that you've done and congratulate him on his job well done.
Is there anything further to come before this meeting that anybody knows about? then I'd suggest a motion to adjourn.
So moved
Okay,
to adjourn.
we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming to the meeting.